Welcome to Mariners Fan Central.
Hello, it's me, your guide, straight from Mariners Fan Central. The moment demands that I deliver the information with my usual clarity and depth, speaking directly to each of you, the hearts of the M's. I'm not one to shy away from reality, and the reality now is this. The Blue Jays have returned serve, and the ALCS is tied at 2 games apiece. This series, my friends, has officially turned into a best-of-3, and our crucial 2-0 advantage, bravely won in Toronto, has evaporated at T-Mobile Park. Last night we witnessed an 8-2 loss in Game 4, following an eerily similar script to the Game 3 blowout, 13-4. To put it simply, we were outplayed. My analysis, based on internal sources and a close reading of what's happening on the field, points to a strategic and execution failure. The main issue? Our pitching staff's vulnerability against the aggressive Jays offense. Let's look at the details. Luis Castillo, our ace, had an extremely short outing. Just 2 outs in the 3rd inning, forcing manager Dan Wilson into a quick hook. It's no secret that La Piedra has struggled with his command in this postseason. Specifically in Game 4, I saw too many pitches, especially in the dreaded 3rd inning, landing in the middle quadrants of the plate. The Blue Jays, a team that doesn't waste middle fastballs and expands well out of the zone, were not going to forgive that. Andres Jimenez hit a 2-run HR in the 3rd inning, an exact repeat of the night before. Wilson's decision to pull Castillo with the bases loaded and only 1 out in the 3rd inning was a double-edged sword, but necessary. Keeping him in risked a grand slam that would have buried the game right there. From that point on, the bullpen was forced to cover too many innings. Herein lies the root of the problem we've been discussing since the trade deadline: the depth of our bullpen. For the 3rd consecutive night, our bullpen was overworked, with our starters, Kirby, Logan Gilbert, and Castillo, providing a maximum of 9 outs combined. This exposed the weaker links in the chain. The Jays have scored 21 runs on 29 hits in Games 3 and 4. In Seattle, a supposed pitcher's paradise, the Jays' offense has simply found the code. The M's pitching is built on forcing mistakes and relying on precision, but the Jays are timing up and punishing balls over the heart of the plate with home runs. Despite moments of brilliance from Josh Naylor, with a solo HR, and Cal Raleigh, the heart and voice of this team, the offense at T-Mobile Park is lifeless. We need more than the isolated home run. Opportunities were wasted, like the runner getting thrown out in the 3rd inning. We need to string together quality at-bats. Now, we return to a life-or-death scenario at T-Mobile Park. Game 5 is crucial. History is clear, and the numbers don't lie. Since 1985, in 7-game series tied 2-2, the winner of Game 5 went on to win the series 18 out of 28 times, 64%. Winning tomorrow doesn't guarantee victory, but it places us in a historically favorable position. Losing means heading back to Toronto with momentum and statistics against us. The pitching matchup is a rematch. Bryce Miller against Kevin Gausman. Miller was spectacular in Game 1 in Toronto, showing the playoff version we need. He limited the Jays after a shaky 1st inning. Gausman, in turn, was punished by Cal Raleigh's HR. My insight is this: rotation management has become the deciding factor. Dan Wilson's decision in Game 4 was defensive. For Game 5, the management needs to be offensive. Bryce Miller needs to give us at least 5 to 6 strong innings. If he falters early, the bullpen issue we discussed will come back to haunt us. And with Gausman on the mound, the score won't forgive us. The strategy now must be twofold. Miller needs to dominate the strike zone with lethal precision, and the offense needs to string together hits, move runners, and avoid exclusive reliance on the home run, especially against Gausman's splitter. We must capitalize on base runners. The Blue Jays are exploiting our pitching weaknesses, and we have failed to expose theirs. The Game 4 loss was a blow, and the home field advantage we were fighting for in Toronto is now neutralized. The momentum is with them, but the story of our team in this postseason has been resilience. This is not a lost series, it's a tied series. The M's have the talent to win the next 2 games, but the execution has to be flawless. What is your level of concern about the bullpen's overload after the last 2 losses? What tactical adjustment, be it in the lineup or the offensive approach, would you make for Game 5 against Gaussman? Comment below with your analysis. I am Mariners Fan Central, bringing you exclusive insights and in-depth analysis. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you receive the next update the instant it drops. I'm counting on your engagement to keep our community informed and strong. Let's go, Ems!